Oh, y'all thought we were playing, huh?
Swear to God, ain't no sugarcoat shit around here.
The fuck, it is what it is.
No cap.
All right, y'all. Y'all got Tianab.
I'm BG.
I'm Mack.
And we are the host of
No Kapp.
No, you fucking lying.
Fuck y'all.
All right, y'all. Tonight we gonna get a little serious. You know, we always playing and joking and talking shit or whatever. So we gonna get off into something kind of serious. I say serious because a lot of us, it might hit home to a lot. There's a lot we seeing on social media as well that it may hit home. You know what I'm saying? If it haven't happened to you personally, then it might be somebody close to you, a friend, someone on your timeline, somebody you might work with, or whatever. So today's topic is, why do you think depression is at an all-time high for children and young adults? Go ahead.
I feel like it's just not young adults and children. It's definitely people well and up in age.
Okay.
You know, and sometimes it come out of the blue, I think, or you don't recognize it at first when it's happening.
Okay.
I really think that.
Are you saying that you think it's the people that's up in age that it's happening more to, or you're just saying like you're just saying all together?
It's all together. It's just not I don't think it's just
I don't think so. I mean, no, it's not for sure. It's not every,
the kids and
every age
young
group.
adults. It's motherfuckers our age and older that's going through
adults,
it
now,
now.
bro.
Huh?
No, go ahead.
We ain't young adults.
I am. Go ahead.
Yeah. That was about 10 years ago. You a young adult.
You still kind of 30? 30 is an adult.
31.
You an adult. You ain't
Right.
a young adult no more. You an adult.
A young, I'd say early 20s, young adult.
I say 18, 19, young adult.
Yeah.
All right. So what did you just say?
He just talked about he felt like it's older.
It's a general, it's not just the kids and the young adults.
Yeah, we get that everybody goes through it, but why do you think, as of right now, you're seeing a lot of children, babies?
Social media plays a big part. I have seen.
Leave it up to Mike. Honestly, I feel like if we can just X out social media, y'all, I think life will be a lot better.
It was better when we didn't have it.
No, that's true. No, seriously.
I think it was way better.
It's good for promotional.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? For especially comedians that want to get out there, you ain't got to do as much legwork, music. It's a good promotion skill, advertisement, but it's also bringing our community down. It's like, especially it's targeting our children.
Bullying.
That's at a whole. We didn't have to deal with the cyberbullying. It was like, little Monte.
Because honestly, in the beginning when they
and you wouldn't hear much.
You didn't hear much. It was just
going to see everybody.
In the beginning when they started saying like cyberbullying, I didn't realize like that's you could just turn the motherfucker off. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But that shit is really effective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you're gonna
really.
No matter how much you turn it off, you still gonna see it or hear about it or even hope that it stopped.
Yes.
But I think that we seeing it a lot with the children and the young adults because mostly because of what they see. Because of what they see, what they hear when it comes to social media, when it comes to television, when it comes to the bullying, like y'all said, when it comes to school, just being out here, And a lot of these kids are so into their phones and stuff, It can be just something as far as a game, because these games is connected to the internet, and they got these online friends and stuff, and even an online friend can say something that can say something to them to hurt their feelings and all type of stuff, and they'll react to it in a bold way, or they can see their parents going through something, or it's a lot of things as to why. That's what I feel.
That's what why kids are suffering from depression and stuff.
Yeah,
it's their peers for sure. It's definitely have a lot to do with their peers.
A lot to do with a lot to do with
the upbringing.
They don't know how to socialize, and we never understood why I can't say it because of this shit anymore. Citizenship was a big part in school.
It was.
Because you have to learn how to socialize. And the fact that our children are growing up with this technology of phones and they don't know how to go outside and meet their friend on the corner. You know, we used to move on the block and be outside like, oh, I'm going out of my friend's house. You know, like you ain't been on that block for
That's
about
a different subject because a lot of parents don't want their kids going out.
I mean, as of like now, but still, even still, you can monitor your children. Most parents don't want their kids going out because half the time they don't want to get up and sit outside with their kids. Right. They don't want to interact with their kids, so they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, you can stay inside and watch TV and do all this because the parent don't want. But when you have an active parent that don't have a problem with going to the park with their kids and playing, and you know, it's a different outcome.
My oldest, I let him go ahead, bro. You got a phone. Go ahead. You can ride a bike, whatever.
Yeah, but he a boy too. He a boy.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
I let him go.
You gotta.
His mama probably no. Go ahead. He gotta.
Yeah, you do. You
gotta trust him. You gotta see what you taught him or something. You gotta teach him. You know, you taught them certain shit. Yeah. You gotta see if they was listening a little bit.
A little bit. You gotta loosen up the leash a little bit on them, and that's true. But it's becoming very scary because you see. Well, I see a lot on social media of different parents posting how their child tries to commit suicide or how their kid constantly saying they're depressed, don't want to come out their room, and I feel like COVID did a lot of that too because I was put in a situation with my kid where she was like she's not depressed. But she just like, there's nothing. What is to life? Like she was asking questions like, what is there else to life? Like it's like COVID came in and now we can't go outside. Now we can't do nothing. It's like we on a strict lockdown and that's out of their norm. So and they already in a generation of technology.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
on the games. Right.
Yeah. So it's like okay, they can't. The way that they can get out and be amongst, you know, everybody was in school, and then they took that away and had them virtual. So it's like a lot of children now is being put under a lot of pressure, unnecessary pressure. I feel like
pressure as in what?
A lot of it's a lot of children that had to step up and really, especially in a single household,
right? Especially
during COVID, had to step up and help with siblings because the mama can't take off. You know what I'm saying? Got to go to work and ain't nobody gonna sit at home. So monitor them on virtual. That played a lot of roles for a lot of these 12-year-olds, 13, 14, 15, because they gotta play parent at the same time or trying to learn themselves and just. I feel like, and then a lot of parents ain't even paying attention to their children.
Yeah, I was just going to mention that. And a lot of these kids can't even talk to their parents. A lot of these parents don't even have patience for their kids to even sit there and listen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So they could be going through something.
Parents do is give them their phones or their tablets or tell them go play the game.
Facts. And say, all right, go ahead on.
Go ahead. Get my face.
Yeah, and that's not even the way. Or even if their child is crying out for attention and they still just like, and even if it's not really the parent and it's more so the parent got to go to work and, you know what I'm saying, maintain and do all this because, yeah, true enough, it was money floating or during COVID, but you still got those individuals and those families that did not get unemployment. That still ain't got no unemployment, you know what I'm saying? And still, or these parents that was off during that and now they're back to work, but then they're in the health field, they're not taking the vaccination, so now they're not, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like it's like a repeated cycle of just a downward spiral. You losing it all right before your eyes, and who is there to really help? And then most of the time, the young adults, the teens and the young adults is like they look into the parents like, damn, they going through X, Y, and Z. They can't help. They can't do nothing.
Cause they ain't paying. Like
on top of not knowing how to socialize because of all this technology.
Technology, right?
So that puts them in an isolated.
I feel like parents should have to make time for their kids.
Have to
talk to them at least. You know what I'm saying, 3-4 times a week, just to see where they head at. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Play cards, play a little board game. It's just sometimes a little shit. That, Cause I know growing up, I'm like, talking to my parents. I'm outside. I ain't talking to them. But they want to talk to me. But now that I have kids and I be trying to talk to them, I'm like, dang, that's fucked up. I used to be the same way.
Not want to talk to them.
Don't want to talk to them, but they talking to you. Know what I'm saying? They talking to me. But I'm like, nah.
Right.
But now I'm doing that shit with my son. He giving me little short answers and shit.
Like, yeah, nah. Oh, I'm good.
No, brother.
Yeah.
We talk.
We finna talk. I would sit and tell, listen, ain't no uh-huhs, and I don't want to hear no I don't knows, and that I hate that I don't know. You don't know what. If you gonna cry, you know why you crying. You ain't just gonna cry for nothing. When you laugh, you know why you laughing. You ain't just laughing to be laughing. So you can't hit me with a I don't know. Let's sit here and talk about it. But it's not a lot of parents that's willing to talk about it. It's not a lot of parents that willing to seek help for their children either.
Or for themselves first.
That part, because you do got the parents that they need severe
and
counseling.
That's what I was getting to, because, I mean, if we messed up, how do we expect our kids to be great?
That's facts, because I went
If we can't listen, how we expect? If we can't talk and teach them right, if we depressed and crying and all this stuff ourselves, how can they, they can't even focus. Why? Because they're too busy worried about us.
Yep.
To the point that'll make them depressed. That'll make them
Mm-hmm.
wonder why this X, Y, and Z. And then, too, some kids are like that, too, and have them thoughts, too, because, what I learned, younger ages. But now a lot of schools is doing this uniform thing. But that was a big thing, too, because some kids didn't have as much as others.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And that will make them feel some type of way, because some parents didn't teach their kids how to be respectful and not talk about others who was less fortunate.
They teach their kids to just be nasty and just downright just fucking hurtful. I done heard some shit kids that said, and it's like, you ain't no way.
Like, where did you
even get that from?
Yeah.
Sometimes I disagree a little bit, because even when we was growing up, they was talking about, you know what I'm saying? It was always kids talking about kids. That's what it's gonna be.
Not to the magnitude that it is now. Not to the magnitude.
When they used to talk about kids, they could do it and laugh about it like a joke. Right now, no. Right now they doing it and they fighting you for it. Like they trying to beat you up because you got on some dirty shoes or because you wore that 3 days in a row. Listen, but it was totally different back then.
In what way
They can't take somebody.
First off, our generation and this generation now is again
it's
totally
different.
different.
It's totally different.
We used to be able to fight back then and just fight. Right now, we can't even do that. We used to be able to talk, like I said, we can talk about each other in a joking way. Right now, these kids ain't joking.
No,
they're not joking.
They're not joking. They on that back then. It was the dozens and roasting and
exactly.
They ain't doing that.
Now we probably meant it, but we was saying it as a joke. Like you know them. We had all type of names for busted shoes and stuff like that, but now, no.
This generation have the technology we had to back then, I feel. Because we didn't, you know what I'm saying?
But even though the technology is a good thing, it's crippling.
It is. It's crippling.
It's
a lot
crippling
of
your brain. It's like you don't even use your brain. So now, when you take the phone, you take the computers, you take the tablets.
They're going crazy.
They're going crazy because they don't even know how to use their brain.
I swear.
And they don't know what else
they don't know different
books.
Emotions. You say who?
My kids read books.
Mine too.
Not no tablet books.
Yep. Books. Facts.
No.
I go straight to the Dollar Tree and pick up books 24/7. Y'all gonna read.
But it's so much more that
but
it's so much more that we used to do that
they can't do. And then it's not that they can't. It's just
it's the parents.
They don't know
in a certain way too. In a certain way,
because a lot of kids like shit. If you want us to do it, you do it. Because it's like a grown motherfucker that can't write a page or a paragraph.
Yeah,
that's real.
But then I feel like it's a lot of our peers that's too busy worrying about self.
Yeah.
And they ain't really raising their children the right way. It's
they still want to party.
They still want to party. They still can't get past this what I used to be in high school, or this how it was, and now this mentality is affecting your children.
Let that high school shit go.
Yeah, let that shit go. That's
you did that.
That's old, bro. It's old.
We been did that.
It's done, you know?
It's the kids. It's our kids' time.
It's our kids. They don't know when to just hang it up. Like
30 the new 20. No, 30 is 30.
30 is 30, bro.
40 is 40.
40 is 40.
50 is 50, motherfucker.
Ain't no new nothing. And that's where they get me.
You probably can feel more. You probably want to feel like, you know what I'm saying? There's
young, but it's not. It's not to to go backwards. No, at all. And then I also feel like it's time to act. It's time to act our age. We are parents now. Everybody want to say, especially around the holiday time, everybody wonder why I just be so into the holidays is because
you definitely
we don't have a lot of our peers. Every time the holidays roll around, Thanksgiving, Christmas, Easter, 4th of July, all on our timeline, majority of who our peers are saying what? Damn, who cooked?
Yeah, because they can't cook.
Damn, who cooked? Who house we going to?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, but then we'll turn around and say, well, Big Mama used to do stuff like that, or my mama used to do. Our mamas was the same ages, if not maybe a couple, you know what I'm saying, in the same little age range, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. They wasn't trying to sit here and put it off on somebody else. It's time to grow the fuck up, mature.
And your kids looking at that.
Exactly.
Because you want to go to Miami, you know what I'm saying, or you want to go there every other week, but you got kids.
Yeah, I understand that. But at the same time,
take your kids to
Big Mine all they grew up like that. You know what I mean? And some of this generation, our generation, some of them didn't even get the chance to even learn that because Big Mom was probably gone and their mama didn't even teach them. Or, you know, but right now we can learn our fucking self and figure it the fuck out.
That's just like certain traumas. It's like certain traumas that people go through. After so long, you're not going to keep saying, oh, I can't succeed in life because X, Y, and Z happened to me when I was younger. Or you can't sit here and say, well, I can't teach my daughter how to wash up properly because ain't nobody taught me. That's just some generational ass curses.
Yeah, you got to break those.
You got to stop that at some point. You can't sit here and just say, oh, just because I didn't know or I heard it from this, I'm going to put that on them.
No.
Or I'm not going to teach them or I'm not going to continue or to do. You got those black sheeps of the family that's just like, okay, I ain't gonna take no nonsense. That shit flew with, you know what I'm saying, my mama, you know what I'm saying, my auntie, you know what I'm saying, that ain't flying this time.
And then you got some who not even that strong enough to do that.
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Or some that been through worse than others, or some that probably should have thought before they even had kids to even go there because they wasn't even mature themselves or they wasn't in the right state of mind themselves.
Because there's a lot of parents just try to get them off on their mothers or their parents.
So speaking of that, we can talk about the older ones who are in the same situation as we spoke as the kids and stuff. You know, with the depression and suicidal thoughts and stuff.
Yeah. I postpartum. Y'all women are strong.
I went through it. I went through postpartum with my twins.
It is.
And when I say that was a very hard mental battle to get out of.
It is.
Especially if you're not grounded in some type of faith or something, it's very hard to get out of that. It was like everything was just going so fast. You know what I'm saying? Everything going so fast, finances and health issues and it seemed like I was so happy I'm having twins. It's a blessing. And then right after I had them, it was like, I'm ready to go back to work. I can't sit in this house. I don't want to be around my kids. I can't do it. And everybody was looking at me like, Tiana, you ain't even fully healed. Like, how you back working a week after you had, how you out and about going? It was just because it was a mental thing for me. I felt like the more I stayed in, the deeper I got into my postpartum depression. So it was like, okay, Tiana, get some air, figure this out, figure out how you gonna do this, and you know what I'm saying, and proceed with it because everything wasn't all peaches and cream. And when I say it was hard, it was really mentally hard.
Yeah. And us men, we don't look at it as, we feel like y'all just complaining. Oh, you complaining.
No.
That's what I'm saying, how the men look at it.
But it's crazy because it's some men who be... Oh, it's men that go through it.
And it's a lot. And they just think of it. Most guys, they go running. And sometimes that's that postpartum that the men are, that they're dealing with because
They don't know
everything
what to do,
was fine. They don't know what to do, or they feeling like they failing. And instead
I was just about to say that.
Instead of putting their ego and their pride to the side to say, okay, what's going on? I know it's, you know what I'm saying, I know I'm not doing nothing wrong, or maybe I got to learn or something like that. They want to just run. They want to run.
I don't think that's postpartum, though.
That's a part. That's a part.
Because
I just told you how I just
did.
I said
she wanted to run.
I wanted to run.
I ain't talking about. I'm talking for the men part of it. It's just because we don't understand. We don't understand because y'all with the kids. Y'all. The women in the beginning, the 6 months or whatever, 9 times 10, the baby was with y'all damn near all day.
But there's also some that it's not just stuck on a woman or just on a woman.
I get that, right?
It's a lot of couples and, you know, people that's like that who actually, you know, did it together. You know what I mean? And that's where we're talking at this postpartum for men. Now, if you're not around most of the time, then you probably ain't going to get it or feel it.
But we can, like I said, we can move, we can leave.
Which is fucked up, but it is what it is, I guess.
Not leave as in, we can...
You said it right.
Put the baby off on y'all. Okay, I'm gone.
Yeah, please.
You know what I'm saying?
Red flag.
That part.
We can put the baby off on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gone.
Yeah. We just gonna leave it at that.
But then y'all mother instinct, like I said, y'all ain't want to leave y'all baby like that.
No.
But y'all want to, but y'all like nah.
But we're not.
Y'all don't trust nobody else with them.
It's not that. It's the fact that we knew that this what it was. Some women don't go through that. Some women still have, because you got those, because we, at the end of the day, we are, mammals. So you got some that would have their babies, and then before you know it, they end up, what was that, a pit bull? Pit bulls eat they so it's like, we go through the same shit, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what their postpartum is when they get to harming they babies, or just want to say, fuck it, get to being evil and mean, and, but some people know how to just deal. Just deal. You have to, sometimes you just really have to deal and try to figure that shit out. Yeah. Really figure it out. Really get some faith.
Y'all, motherfuckers need their time alone or away from the kids. I get it. I get that point of it.
Yeah, the meantime.
They need their time. You know what I'm saying? A day or two, or, you know what I'm saying, a weekend. To the point where, okay, you can go by yourself. Go ahead.
Yeah, I say it all the time when it comes to single mothers. It's like, damn, can we just get one night? It don't even have to be a 24 hours. Just one night to where we can take our cape off, and sit it on the dresser.
Facts.
And just be like...
I agree with that. I do.
Woo, you know what I'm saying? And half the time when you're going on a vacation, that's not even doing that.
You're not.
That's not doing that, because even though you're on vacation, you're still thinking about finances. You're still going to enjoy. You're still going to enjoy. You're going to let your hair down because you don't have to tend to a child every day, every second. You know what I'm saying? That's the break that you get. But you still going to sit and think about your finances. You still thinking about your household. You still thinking about your job. You still thinking about, like, okay, damn, if I spend X, Y, and Z, I got to go home and, okay, let me go ahead and do these doubles, get these doubles in my mind already. So when I get home, I can knock that out and be able to pick back up with what, you know what I'm saying, what I just spent, or however the case is. Most single parents that tends to fall in that depression is when they love hard. They love hard. They see the good in everybody, and then it's like they always get pushed down.
Yeah, or they just be left alone.
They be left alone.
They may not have that partner or family, period, to help them or to be there for them or anything.
Exactly.
And that's when the thoughts come, or when it become too overwhelming, then they start with the suicidal thoughts and feeling like, oh, well, this is just too much. I don't have any time. I can't do this. I don't have no help. So that's when that comes about.
You do feel helpless, because after so long of being depressed, you start thinking of there is no way out. And I can honestly say it because I've been in that place. I've had relatives that been in that place. I've had people very, close to me that has been in that place, and just me speaking of me, that is a scary place to fucking be in. Like, to wake up and don't even care if it's not even in your mind that your kid's gonna eat. Like, you wake up and it's just like you don't even want to move out that bed. That's a scary place, because also in your mind you like, I am a parent, I gotta get up. But at the same time, it's just like, no, you don't have the physical ability. Like, it's just not there to actually get up and tend to life. Like, you don't even want to fucking move. And that's so scary. It's so dark. You just want to sleep the days away. Mm-hmm. You stop caring about everything. And it's very scary. And a lot of people are really going through it. And people are being very selfish when it comes to the personal people dealing with it.
Right. Kai said, do you think lack of sleep plays a part in postpartum as well, and the lack of help?
Yes.
Most definitely.
Facts. Yes.
The lack of help?
Yep.
And sleep? Yeah.
Most definitely.
For sure.
Lack of sleep,
help
even if you didn't have a child, you go without sleep, you start hallucinating. Your body starts shutting down. So just imagine after having a kid and you don't get no sleep, what it does to you psychologically. So hell yeah.
And that lack of help shit for sure.
Lack of help for sure. For fucking
and
sure.
And then both of them on top of each other. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Can you imagine? A lot of people that don't even see how grateful they are to just have a car, because guess what? The winter months, it's getting cold. Yeah. What about those single mothers that still got to get up in the snow and probably got a 4-month-old baby? I mean, what I say, 4 months? Yeah, 4-month-old baby, and got to get in the snow, get on the bus, take their kids to school, and all of that. Like,
she said, did I say 4 months? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's real.
But it's very depressing. Like, it is very depressing to be like, every day you fighting, even with fathers. I'm not even gonna say
thank you, because I'm just gonna go there.
Because I remember my dad telling me, like, when me and him actually sat and talked about it, he was just like, it's not always the single mothers that's going through the bull.
Because you got a lot of single dads.
You would have single dads that's paying child support, and they only making ends meet, probably got health issues or, however, probably in debt. They got to getting garnished, and you got child support over here, then your car clunk out on you, so but you got to go 50 miles to your job. Yeah, so it's like, it's a repeated failure cycle. So I get that part when it comes to men. And then you probably got the asshole ass baby mama to where the only little ounce of hope that you have to keep going and not give up is to see your kid. And then you got that bullshit ass mother because you ain't paid child support because you can't keep a steady job or you can't come get them because your car broke down, but you want to come and talk to them on the phone, but you got that mother like, oh, that ain't doing shit.
Right.
When you not even thinking of what the fuck this man going through. I get that you a single mother too, but he going through the shit too.
He getting garnished, he getting child support taken out, all this shit. And his checks be like $100-something. Who want to stay there?
Now he's on the bus with his bike on front of it. Gotta carry groceries while he riding the
and then he see
bike or
old friends that come like, oh,
what you doing now with your life?
Right.
And that's when it starts to fuck with your head. And then they get those thoughts,
like you're a
and they feeling like they, knowing that they can be way better than that, but they trying so hard. But every time they look around, they get knocked back the fuck down.
Knocked back, and that's real big with black men. Real
and
big.
Then,
take 2 steps, you get knocked back for.
Even if they don't want to talk, they cry out for help, and motherfuckers laugh or don't say nothing about it.
That's
because black men supposed to be so strong.
Social media. That's what all that.
That social media, that damn social media right there, that plays.
A lot of people use it, social media, right, as motherfucker thinking, oh, you just doing this just for the motherfucker to feel sorry for you, and that shit sometimes motherfuckers
be their cry for help because they don't know how to open up their mouth.
Exactly.
And a lot of people say, oh, you run to social media and say this on social media. Maybe that's my way of my therapy session.
Yeah.
Maybe that's that. I see a lot on social media where people will just cry out, and then especially when they're depressed and going through their suicidal moments, and people just think they're doing a lot of shit for just clout or you know what I'm saying, just for likes
comment.
or whatever, and that's really a cry for fucking help.
Right.
And then when they do something to themselves, then motherfucker like, oh, why nobody helped him? Man, he tried.
That's the first thing. Oh well, she was making all them damn statuses and shit. Oh, she was in the hospital. Oh, now so you seen all that
You
shit.
seen the shit, but you didn't do nothing.
And you scroll right past the shit. You could have, when it could have took 2 seconds to just send a message in the inbox like, you are loved.
good.
All you got to say is, you love. You want to talk? You need
You know
to
what I'm
talk. You need to do. But people pride is so, that's a motherfucking, social media is making it worse. It's making it so worse. Somebody can say, oh, girl, if you like purple, you fucked up in the mind. And and girls will be like, oh, I hate purple, but I like purple. I got purple this, I got purple that. Maybe I am this fucked up ass individual, huh?
No.
Huh? Since when? Like, no. At some point, when is people gonna stop letting things become a cycle? Like, when are people gonna stop being so selfish and be selfless and just reach out and just take a couple minutes out your day to just do something for somebody else and don't ask for shit in return?
That's too much like right there. That shit ain't gonna happen. I don't think
It
so.
should.
It should, but it's
can.
not.
Ain't nobody, everybody gonna say, oh, it's not them. They ain't gonna do it, or, you know what I'm saying? It's just too much like right until it's somebody that's close to you.
Close to you.
Then you want to be like, oh my God, why they never reached out? And
They
I
did.
have a problem with that, because if you love someone or if you say you fuck with someone, there's no way that they have to reach out to you
If you, yeah.
for anything. That should already come across your mind as, let me see if they need this. Or you know what they got going on over there. If you know your homegirl is a single parent, or just her car just went down and her kids got to get to school, still got to get to work. You know this, being a person that you love this person. So you know that this is what's going on with their individual life. You want to sit back and say, well, you ain't asked me. But you knew that this is what they was going through. You knew that this is what they need. And you off for 2 days out the week. When you could have been a bigger person, you could have been a blessing to that person, because you never know when it's that last straw of, I can't do this shit no more.
Because the little shit helps. Even the
All the
little
time. All the time. And I'm so tired of seeing it. And then they want to start crying, oh, that was my friend.
Yeah.
That was my homie. I love them. I just talked to them. Cut the shit. Because it's too many. Y'all can't say y'all love somebody and these loved ones constantly taking themselves the fuck out. Especially when they have reached out. Certain shit is out of your
Motherfuckers
control.
ignore 'em.
And then too,
Exactly.
if it's your friend, they don't even have to tell you shit.
Exactly.
You can tell by their energy, their
Exactly.
vibe.
If you really fuck with them.
You know, just
If you look
if
up
a
and you
person
knew that,
not talking no more, or if you hold on, they be posting every day, they ain't saying nothing, or you know, it can be the littlest thing.
anything.
The people
I swear.
ignore it.
People is so selfish. And then they wonder why this shit is trickling down on the children. Come on now.
It is.
You want somebody to speak life into you, but you ain't speaking life into your damn kid.
Yeah. That get back. Yep.
Come on now. Like, it don't make sense.
At all.
You talking about how, your mama ain't hugged you. Your mama ain't tell
you
you
ain't
they
hugging
love your
your
daddy.
kids.
But then you turn around and ain't hugging your son.
Same,
Or
doing the
you,
same shit.
my daddy was so hard on me. He
doing
did
the
this.
same thing.
And then your son fall down, scrape his knee, and you like, nigga, you good.
You good.
Get the fuck up. You
Yeah.
good. You good. Nah.
I'm a little guilty of that. I ain't gonna lie.
That baby
I
is
ain't gonna
okay to show emotions. You
gonna make
can't
sure
tell
that
that boy
I'll make sure
that
he's
didn't
good though.
hurt.
He's still it is what I do. But sometimes like, are you alright?
That, you
But
know the difference
sometimes-
from, he just whining to be whining,
Yeah.
and then
And, you know,
that. It's
and it's a
okay.
difference with, he all right and not giving a fuck to
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Don't
I
just
still,
tell
I
them
still,
all.
I still got my soft side. But like, all right, come here. Let me see what's wrong. Let me see what's wrong with you. You all right? Okay. I go play. All right. Here the tablet. Go ahead. You can get the tablet. Go ahead. You want my phone? You good?
Not because you feel guilty.
You want my phone? All right.
Feel guilty
You want
because
some
you
candy?
just said, you good, get
Get
up.
some candy.
You good.
Get some candy. You know.
And then when you sit back and think about it, now you want to spoil them. When you, let's go get some ice cream.
Let's go, yeah.
Right, no.
Or when it's worse than what you
apologize to
thought
that
it
baby.
was.
Let's go to the
Right.
store. You want to go to the store with me? Grab what you want. That's all you want.
That's like
All right.
you been doing.
I swear to God, I do that. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But still, like, yeah, it's just at some point, you know, you got social media. Ain't nothing wrong with your kids. 'Cause that's part of the
Interact
way.
with your kids.
Tell them to put their fucking phone down, because if y'all, when people take your kid phone,
Listen,
take your kid phone and read through their social media.
I swear to God, you have to. If
this.
you have kids of age where you let them have a social media, or if you know what I'm saying, or they in middle school or high school, you have to go to their phone. Randomly though, not just like let me see your phone. Like bring your call down. Let me see your phone. Cause they gonna delete your shit. They gonna delete the
facts.
Shit.
You on your phone. Let me snatch that.
Let me see that right quick. All right, go play somewhere.
Yeah, that part.
And it's more than just social media. You have to go through them text
TikTok,
messages.
yeah, for sure.
That internet
browser.
Yeah, that internet too, because a lot of these kids that done took their lives that I done read about or seen on the news all the time, most of the parents always discover that they done looked up how the fuck to do it in their phones.
Yep. Yeah.
Most of the time.
Yeah. And half the time, that's why I say you got to go through the social media. Not just the inbox. Scroll and see who they interact with, who they seeing on an everyday basis, who they following, who following them. Because half the time when you go and look, and it shocked me, because last year I went on Jada Instagram. When I say it was so many little teens on fucking Instagram making videos of how they don't love themselves and how they just so depressed and how maybe what if I just kill myself and make it all better. This is up and down.
Oh, okay.
Instagram, just up and down Instagram, and I just don't understand it. I don't understand it.
For sure.
Some of them,
I definitely get my son a phone. Let me see your phone.
Some of them don't like the way they live. Some of them don't like how they being treated.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them can't get their way. You know, it's there's many reasons.
There's many reasons.
Why?
And as parents, we can't just go off and discipline them. You got to talk to them after that. You know what I'm saying?
Because once you discipline them, that's gonna make the
you can't get mad. Worse. You gotta sit them down and
it's gonna make it worse.
And talk to them.
But you can't always let them get away with the shit either. Like
I'm not saying get away.
No. I'm not. I'm going somewhere else with
it.
Okay. Like these kids that be on bullshit and all that, and they be running away. You know, some of them, it really be something going on at home, and then some of them is just
they want to do
what they want to do what they want to
because they ain't happy.
Yeah, and what you don't need to do is, I mean, you bring them in, you talk to them and figure it all out, but don't let this be something that they think is okay to do.
That part.
And don't just sweep it up under the rug, because they'll keep doing it.
Damn sure.
And we got to make sure we own it. Be on their ass, not. My daughter say she a prisoner. And when she said that shit, I took her phone and I said, "Oh, you still crying that prisoner shit? Oh, okay, like okay. Well, you gonna be a prisoner in this motherfucker till you 18, because I ain't loosening up the motherfucking reins. So hate me, love me, I'll be your best friend, but certain places you not gonna fucking go."
Fact.
And that's another thing.
Because my son, he got in trouble. He ain't get in trouble, but I talked to him. I'm like, damn, I ain't brother. And we talked. Then I'm like, you know what? Yeah, and you know, you can't get on the game.
That part.
You can't get your phone. You know what I'm saying? You gotta. All right, nigga. We talked. Nah, we had a heart to heart. Now I gotta be the parent. You can't do none of this shit no more. You gotta at least for 2-3 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's a lot of parents too that's being friends and that's it, and not even being a parent.
For real. Fuck being your kid's friend.
Yeah.
I witnessed, and when I was younger, I'm like, damn, my mama cool as hell. No, I'm glad my mama wasn't cool like that. She could have been a little more inviting.
Nope.
No, she could have been a little more inviting. You know, she could have did a little more stuff with me at the same time, but not that friend. Nope. I'm glad she wasn't.
I can say that my mama, she was
your friend,
she was my mama, but she was my friend.
Shit.
But yeah, my mama
She
didn't
ain't play that shit.
At
That's
all.
why I said, like,
My mom ain't play at all.
Yeah.
When she said punishment, that what the
But
fuck
see, she
happened?
wasn't only my mama. She was some of my friends' mamas too. Because
Yeah.
some of them ain't even
They ain't
had
had
no.
their mama.
ain't had they
You
mama.
know what I mean? So I guess
That was
maybe
her
she
way
wanted
of
to be
being
a little bit of my
cool.
friend because she had to be
I
the mama to other people.
I tried to do my mama
Which
shit.
ain't, which
And
is
my parents
that's
shit.
another thing. We ain't got enough parents that's doing that. That's taking these kids in or being there or telling them what's right and what's wrong.
Facts. Oh, that's
They
not my
just letting
kid. That's
them-
not my
they just
problem.
gon- No, fuck
No.
that. No, it's not your problem. But damn, why don't you be somebody who can help them?
Right.
You know,
don't
in a
know what's
situation
going
that
on.
they in.
And you don't know what's going on. I remember Jada came to me and was like, Mom, talking to me about one of her friends. And she was like, I don't know what's going on, but she not happy. And she been telling me little stuff, not telling me all her friend business and stuff. But she was just like, can you just, if I give her your number, can you just talk to her?
Mm-hmm.
You
It
know,
just
and I'm
means
just
somebody
like,
to
yeah,
talk to sometimes.
I talk to her. Talk to a cute little, sweet little girl. And just got some. I ain't gonna say fucked up because I would never judge a parent or how they parent because how you parent is how you parent. But priorities jacked. And this little girl was crying out, like literally crying out.
Yeah,
And
like
parent and
We got
Just-
Our
that
parents a
we
lot
even
different
grew
than
up
my
with,
parents did
and then we
me
didn't
and my
know.
brothers.
you
A
say
lot. I do a lot different. Because mom, when she say punishment, that's what the fuck she meant.
listen, that
And I used to be on punishment like we would fuck up in last work
I'm
hard.
sick you over here blinking hard as
And she'd be like, oh, you know what, y'all, since you fucked up, you on punishment for the whole summer. And that's what the fuck she did.
and stood firm
And
on it.
stood on that.
Cause you was the one that told me, cause my kids are spoiled as hell. So when they started getting up and started playing with me, and I found myself being a punk motherfucker crying like, y'all just gonna do this to me, and da 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 da.
After I done did all this for
hell
y'all.
no.
Oh, you gotta be firm on
That
it.
nigga say, Tiana, stand on that shit.
You got to. If you
Stand on
don't stand on it, and they know they can get you. That's how they know they can get you. They know they can do some little bullshit, and you
Then okay, they gon'
for a day or two. It is the
Now-
third, fourth day. No, yeah, stand on that.
listen, stop playing with me. Cuss they ass
You
off
gotta stand.
quick.
You have to stand on it.
And then you get the question and certain shit like, yeah, we are. I know I always was like, oh, I'm gonna let my kids have they say. I'm gonna let them voice their opinion. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know what I'm saying, let them be a little bit, but some shit how they did back in the day where some kid, you just need to shut the fuck up and do as I say and just go about your, that's real facts.
That's what it got.
That's real facts because ain't no way around it. It's like, okay, you ain't finna have, you can have your opinion. I ain't gotta take that
I feel like every
motherfucker.
parent said, "I can't wait for y'all to have kids, so you can see the bullshit you put me through."
My mama said that. And I used to say, like, I ain't no bad kid. I had a mouth. I used to say that all the time. Like, I had a mouth. I wasn't the one that sat up and just lied or whatever I said I was going to do, I was going to do it. If my mama said I had to be in by the street light and I'm all the way on motherfucking 6 Mile,
You was rushing to get there.
I'm either rushing or I just take my consequences. But it was just like now it's like, no. No, I see now. I will break your motherfucking back, bro. Like, stop playing with me. Stop
I understand now.
I totally fucking understand.
I
Totally understand. Like, yeah.
For sure.
But I don't know. But it is. And I feel like a lot of these kids that's going into depression is because they are lonely.
Mm-hmm.
They are very lonely. They don't have nobody to talk to.
Because
They are outcasts.
Mama gotta have a life too type. You know,
That part.
That.
Suck that shit the fuck up. Suck it up.
Or the way they living.
When I had them twins, I felt like that. It was like damn, I would pop in this motherfucker my whole fucking 20s. I looked up and I'm approaching 30 and they did shit. I got friends I went to school with, they traveling, they doing this, they doing that, and I'm sitting over here, 4 kids, married, ain't happy than the fuck.
Right.
And just like, oh, this is what life is, and I ain't even 30?
Exactly.
Who the
Right.
fuck finna, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh no. Oh no, when they say mama went out and got a life fast, what they be saying
Well, baby boy.
No, not baby boy.
What? Damn.
Joe Jackson. Lean on me.
He said Joe Jackson.
Hey, that's not Joe Jackson.
Oh my
what was
God.
his name?
Oh, Joe Clark.
Yeah.
He said Joe Jackson. Michael Jackson. Whoa.
Same shit.
No, the fuck is that?
Same shit.
Gina said depression is not at an all-time high. It's just more understood now.
Huh?
I wouldn't even say understood because a lot of people ain't understanding it.
I kind of agree with that only because this ain't new. This been happening, but it's more talked about now. That's why we feel like it's at an all-time high now because it's more talked about.
That's true.
Because we are understanding now, and it's more people
who
are trying to do something about it and let people know that we need to talk about it and get this shit better for people because we didn't my daughter lost her father from suicide.
Mm-hmm.
And with that being said, it was like out of fucking nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
Before then, I've always been a caring person, and if I saw, somebody was going through something or something like that, I would try to talk to them. But when that happened, I most definitely I don't even have to know you.
Mm-hmm.
If I see you crying or if anything, I'm going to talk to you. I'm gonna keep on being in your inbox. I'm gonna keep on nagging. You probably gonna be like, "This bitch need to leave me alone." But I'm not going to just let you feel like you're alone or like don't nobody care because that's the thing where we talked about how people ignore the shit. That's why I said you can feel the vibe, the energy. You don't even have to know a person and just see their body language, see their facial expression. It's
Pay
more
attention.
Yes. And then I done dealt with the shit. You know what I mean? I done been depressed for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm fighting this shit. And I know how to help others fight it too. So that's just what I need to do. And I feel like we all need to get together and, make it happen to kind of ease it. You know what I mean? We can help each other.
Ease it. Because it was a time where I was battling it bad. And I cried, I was crying, I called B. First I was like, I'm asking God, like, God, if this ain't what I'm supposed to do right now, I'm not going to get into detail, but if this not what I'm supposed to do right now, or if this ain't what I'm supposed to be doing, or however, let my phone ring. My phone ended up ringing. I'm in my car, my phone ended up ringing, and it's B. We ended up riding. Like, I was literally at where I was at, about to do what I was about to do. And she like, no. Come, I said, and I just broke down crying because I'm like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was some real scary shit. And then unlike most people that would just attempt or just then do it and don't say nothing, I reached out to all my loved ones the next day and told them what I was just about to do, what almost took place, everything. And it was just like a, damn, why? Like, what happened? What's going on? Or what's going on with you that bad that this is what you was about to do? Because I fight a lot of shit silently. I went through a lot of shit silently.
Mm-hmm.
But it's crazy because it don't take a lot. You can be silent, motherfucker. Or actually, you're a person who don't even tell their business or nothing. And it's people who can still see. You said it's about.
It's people that can still see. It's people that can still see.
What did you say though? It's about
motherfuckers got their pride that they don't want the outside. You know what I'm saying? How can I put it?
Not when you at that point, bro. Was when you at that point, you don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
who knows?
I'm
talking about not.
Sometimes you don't know
asking
how.
for help.
Sometimes you don't know how. Sometimes you feel like you're doing all that you can. Sometimes people just want to know your fucking business and ain't trying to help you.
Exactly, especially when you have reached out before and got numerous doors slammed in your face. So when you go and you like, damn, okay, when I was at this low point in my life and I reached out,
right,
I was looked like, oh, I'm judging. They was judging me. I'm
and
all this type of stupid bitches, X, Y, and Z. But
so many people are judgmental, and it's like really. Because
you never know.
You can be crying out, and then you gotta, you dumb as fuck for even going through that. Or
I would never. Like, you never know. Because I was the same motherfucker saying I wouldn't go through half the shit that I went through. So
Who you telling?
You know what I'm saying?
Who
So
you telling? And then there be people who will finally hear a piece of your story, a sentence of your story, a word of your story, and be like, damn, really? You went through that? Like, not you type of shit. Yeah. Shit, I thought
like
it
they care
never came
and
me
they go behind your back and tell
that's
everybody.
real too.
That's real. Because when I say
people
people come to me and be like, well, you know, such and such said X, Y, and Z, and you know, saying you stupid and couldn't beat them, and it's just like a damn. I thought you
confided in you.
You know what I'm saying? Like I thought you cared.
And that's why people don't reach. That's why a lot of people don't
reach out.
Sometimes it don't even be the pride. They just be like, "What the fuck you gonna do?
They
Like,
just
really
slammed
gonna
in
help?"
their face.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the doors.
But they don't know.
What if they will or not?
If you know what I'm saying, if a motherfucker gonna help.
But guess what? If I reach out or if I say something, I'm not gonna beg you to help me.
Right.
Exactly.
Because that fucks them up even more.
Yeah. And if a motherfucker reach out to a person and they don't help, then they be like, okay, I ain't gonna tell nobody else because they ain't gonna help either.
Not necessarily. They just gonna they're gonna
do it in a different way.
Yeah,
they're not gonna do it directly.
Yeah, it'll be a different.
Because I don't ask nobody for shit, and
Me neither.
I don't.
Me either.
Neither. I don't even tell people what I'm going through or how I'm feeling either. I don't do that.
But that's not good though for us. It's not.
It's not. But sometimes when you put it all out
there, we talk
there,
about that. We just talking about
that don't be good either.
We talking about it.
It don't, because sometimes talking about it kind of sink you a little worse.
You can talk about it, but it's just, I mean, some people may have a person to talk about it with, and if they don't, that's why I feel like when I speak on counseling, I feel like everybody need it.
Everybody need counseling.
I don't care if you think that you're the happiest person in the world,
but
because
black people don't think they need counseling.
Everybody,
I know
these kids need it too.
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts. Because when I was going through my separation and the beginning of all, not even say the beginning, but the beginning of what the hard shit was about turning over a new leaf, I had to put all of my kids in counseling. All of them. My twins was only 2 years old. Anger problems, just separation anxiety. My oldest just so hurt, just don't have no hope, you know what I'm saying, but have a beautiful heart. Then my second oldest, emotional, and she has epilepsy, and it's her frontal lobe, so she can't dwell in her emotions, or she will be severely sick and having seizures back to back to back, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I feel like everybody needs counseling, and when they had therapy, it sure helped. It was somebody to talk to, because me personally, my kids they didn't really want to talk to me because they knew mommy was going through a lot. Mm-hmm. Mommy was already going through a lot. Mommy cried in a car dropping them off to school. Mommy, like, you know what I'm saying? Mommy crying, cooking dinner, or
them up.
Yeah, and then really it fucks them up, because it's like, damn, this just happened. Mommy can't stop crying. Mommy don't want to get out the bed.
And now they worried about mommy.
Now they worried about mommy. Now it's like they can't even exactly.
And then y'all know when our kids worry about us like that, the first thing they be doing, thinking about is you leaving them, or them not having you no more.
Yeah,
that be their first thought.
That's when I had caught COVID. When I say Jada, when I came home and they laid in the bed with me, and Jada bust out crying, and I was like, "What's wrong?" And she was just like, "My life is over if you die." Yeah. And I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she like, ain't nobody gonna love us and, you know what I'm saying, play with us and do us like you do. She was like, my life is over. Like, she was like, and mommy, I really thought that COVID was gonna, like, you was gonna die from COVID. Like, you couldn't even talk to us on the phone, and that hurt in my heart. Because they all sitting there just red eyes crying and just like, no.
Yeah, because your kids definitely.
That's crazy.
I love them.
Regina said, back in the day, if you had anxiety or a mental illness, you were considered slow or a little off, and that's real. Because what did everybody call them kids? LD and stuff?
For sure.
Yeah, but them be the smartest kids. Okay, anyway, okay. I'm telling you. Okay. Yeah. And then she said, remember your stomach hurting every morning before school? That wasn't faking. That was anxiety.
Facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is true, because, Zoe go through that, and it's like, girl, what's wrong with your stomach? And then I notice, like, oh, okay, you nervous. What you nervous about? Yeah. Fat man, too. What you nervous about?
That test. That quiz they about to have. They ain't
Or
study
for the
for.
ones who know I can say my stomach hurt because my mom ain't gonna send me to school, so my stomach hurt. Because
Yeah.
sometimes
They call us the
fake.
sick family.
A lot of us was
They
faking,
think they
y'all.
could-
We was faking.
There's a couple of them. There's a couple. You know? Like, damn, we got this
was
math
thinking.
test.
No.
My stomach hurt.
I ain't
Because
turned my
I'm
homework
sleepy,
in.
ain't gonna get it. Get your ass up. You going to
But some
school.
motherfuckers wasn't eating at home.
That's
Yeah.
real too.
That's real.
Yeah.
And that's why I said
It's a lot of kids ain't eating now.
the unfortunate.
Especially
And
with
these
that school
mamas
like-
getting these bridge cards.
Oh, man. They selling them. I'm sorry. It's just what it is. You can't sell it if your
$700-800 worth of stamps.
if your
and
refrigerator
you
is not
selling all
full.
but 100. I get some people they gotta make ends meet. You ain't got that job.
But you
You
gotta
ain't
make
got
sure
No.
your kids.
I
You
can't
gotta
agree.
make sure your kids good first.
I can agree. If your kids, if you getting $700-800, and your kids still warming up, making noodles every day.
You can't say that. Cause
Yeah,
No, I love
I
noodles.
can't
Okay,
say that
okay,
because
okay,
and
okay.
then
my
they're
kids
eating.
don't
And
Okay,
some kids,
all right.
that's all they
and
want
I
to do.
cook.
You know, you can't. I get it. You need to pay your rent. I get it sometimes, but no, you gotta have your kids. Something.
They gotta
You
eat.
got to.
You gotta do right by your kids.
Period. They
I was always
Just make
told
sure they eat.
you do right by your kids. You do right by your household. You will be
Swear.
forever blessed. You put that first, you'll be forever blessed. And I
Fill
stand
your
on that.
refrigerator up first, and then whatever you got left,
Facts.
then sell it.
Then sell it.
I'm sorry, it is what it is.
These kids
and then
should not.
sometimes you gotta save it for the rainy day too.
That
because-
too.
Yeah.
You ain't, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gotta
Yeah.
I say all the
spend it
time.
the whole month because that motherfucker build up.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta sell it this month. You can sell it a little bit next month, $100 there and here.
Here, there.
Yeah, some
know?
gotta do, but
So you know,
yeah, but it's some that
yeah, it kicked in.
Oh.
It kicked in.
I was trying to let it show
That bitch kicked in for sure. It kicked.
some
It
only
kicked
got
a little while ago, but I ain't want to say nothing.
Y'all,
That
it's also
motherfucker
some,
kicked
y'all
in.
crazy. It's also some parents who that's the only way that they can pay their bills as
Yes,
well.
I
get
get
that.
that.
So with
I
that being
get it.
said, they may get the bare minimum as to thinking that it can stretch, but sometimes their kids do not get full off of that shit. And some of
Especially
these
if you
parents
got
don't
these
even give
parents
a
that know
fuck.
how to- that
Two
don't know how
fucks.
to cook. Like you gotta. It's certain
I'm
things.
tired of niggas eating.
I just thank God that
noodles.
I was raised.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner is not
I
working.
had some elders. I'm just so thankful that I had Big Ma and I still have my grandma. You know what I'm saying? Like that
Frozen food is
told
not.
me to be like, listen,
Dinner all the
push
time.
come to shove. If you got
I love TV
$70,
dinners.
that's not doing nothing.
I love TV dinners.
for
Listen,
my kids,
I love
though.
TV
And
dinners.
they have. You'll be
But
better
you
off.
need to know how to. You need to know how to cook a little something.
You need to know how to make meals that stretch.
Yeah. If you
Maybe
have a lot of
maybe we
kids,
can do a
we
segment
need to
on
do
that.
a big,
What?
big pot of
To
spaghetti,
teach how to
big pot
cook?
of chili, stuff like that. Yeah,
To
it's
put a
that time, baby.
little
Said that time. Oh, okay.
put
That's
a little,
what you meant by that.
duh. I swear to God.
Oh
We
my
ain't
god!
even have to put it out there. we need to put a little cooking section together
What?
to
Well,
know
yeah,
how to, you know what I'm saying,
We can do
to
that.
cook chicken. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't even gotta do a segment. We just gonna start posting quick, long meals to stretch for your family of two,
No,
family of
niggas
three,
need,
family of four.
motherfuckers need demonstrations.
Yeah.
We could do videos, but
Yeah, we can do videos,
Period.
B,
No.
Mike.
yeah. Okay, so y'all, we touched on it's a lot of reasons why our youth is falling into depression, but I ain't even gonna do a whole recap on it all, but can y'all just pay attention?
To your friends, your
Pay
family,
your
pay
your
mouth.
attention.
kids.
You know what I'm saying? Open up them throat chakras and get the voice in your
Throat
opinions.
chakras.
You heard what I said. And
No,
start
don't vote your opinion. You can keep that.
what opinion.
No, you said open up your chakras and start voicing your opinions. Keep that.
Just listen sometimes. Just listen.
Oh,
Just
keep
keep your
that
eyes out.
because
Yeah,
Just
the
keep your
person who's
eyes
going
out.
through depression,
Yeah.
I don't need your opinion. Just listen to
Just
me
listen.
and try to.
that part.
No,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
all.
yeah.
I'm here for it. I gotta have an ear. I have a shoulder you can lean on. You know what I'm saying? This is some little shit though,
Just
man.
little shit.
Yeah.
You ain't gotta
It can't be
be.
the little
Selfless.
thing.
You ain't gotta be
I love
Farrakhan
to
and
help a
try
person.
to
Learn
brother, sister. You know, you ain't gotta do all that.
Just learn how to be selfless, okay? Learn how to take a minute out your day and just reach out to somebody that you know may need your assistance. May you know.
Because all you motherfuckers is nosy.
That part. You want to know everybody else's business, you know? Shit. At least know a motherfucking business and you helping them.
Shit.
Know what I'm saying? Do that. But all right, y'all. We go ahead. Y'all do that.
We this was a little a deep little topic today.
Yeah.
Some of a lot of us go through it, have been through it. Our kids going through it.
Their friends.
Friends, family. Mm-hmm. We just got to pay attention. And really look.
We need to do better.
Do better.
A lot better.
For our peers that ain't on what they priorities, listen. Leave high school in the past. Y'all got these kids. Start doing for these kids because art is not about us, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's about us, but it's not about us. Make sure these kids can have a good upbringing. You don't want these kids all mentally fucked up and let it be a repeatedly cycle. Your childhood probably wasn't even fucked up, but now you want to fuck these kids' childhood up because you don't know how to be mature. You don't want to grow the fuck up. You don't want to take responsibility and get your priorities in order.
Because of Meg Thee Stallion. That's a different story.
Boy.
Okay.
Well, all right.
Yep.
And now on that note.
You bitches want to be hot girls and shit. And your girls, your kids getting D's and F's in school, you know.
All right.
That's different. Okay, that's a different story.
We love y'all.
Yeah.
You know.
For real. I know I do.
Y'all can inbox me and say, hi, Mike. You know, you okay?
Anyway.
I can inbox you and ask you, is you okay?
Yep, inbox me and say I'm okay.
Okay.
I'm just talking shit.
Anyway. All right, y'all. We love y'all. We gonna catch y'all next week. So y'all got Tiana B.
I'm BG.
I'm Mike, man.
And we are the host of
fucking Kappin.
No, you fucking lying.
The fuck?
The fuck?
It's real.
That part. Nah.